YouTube did something amazing and then ruined it. This is a fantastic topic by my boy Moist Critical, who I love, by the way. Now, we're going to be watching this because he covers a situation that I wanted to cover. He puts it succinctly, and then I have some more to add onto it. You see, I didn't actually watch this specific video about of Charlie. However, I know it's talking about the Totally Not Mark situation, which I actually was involved in behind the scenes. So I want to see his take on it. And bro, YouTube has been doing cool things and sucky things for such a long time. And this week was like an actual roller coaster. I don't know if you're unaware. They did some cool things, but then they made NFTs of their channel, of YouTube. Now there's official YouTube NFTs, and it's just sad.
What an interesting week for YouTube. A couple days ago, they did something I don't think anyone ever expected. They fought a giant company on behalf of a YouTuber.
I don't know if that's maybe stretching the pussy a little bit. I'm not sure about that. They didn't fight a corporation for a YouTuber. They found a way to circumvent the corporation.
Something they've never done before. A world first here. Maybe you want to pat them on the ass and tell them good game. A great, great move from YouTube, wow. Finally. And then the next day, they made an absolutely horrible decision that made me want to cry, come, and puke.
Yeah.
It is baffling how they could go from something that everyone loves to something that everyone hates in the matter of 24 hours.
Impressive.
It's crazy. It's a real Jekyll and Hyde situation at YouTube. There's a team that makes some good decisions, some good shit that people like to see, and then there's a team that's more active than that team, the fucking boogeyman unit,
idiots.
that makes the worst possible decisions imaginable for the platform. So let's go over both. I want to start with the positive side first to cushion the yuckiness of the negative side. So this is actually a situation we followed since December with a YouTuber named Totally Not Mark. Mark is an anime and manga YouTuber who set a world record for fastest dead channel thanks to 150 videos being taken down in a single day.
Yeah, funny story. This happened while we were recording the first episode of the Some Ordinary podcast. And I brought it up, like right before we recorded the podcast, I brought it up to Charlie and Muda, and then they both made videos about it. Damn, this was rough.
By Toei Animations, they Thanos snapped the majority of his content away because they claimed his content infringed on their copyright and fair use. They don't believe in it. It's like Santa Claus to Toei. So he lost all 150 videos. That was a big part of his channel. I think at the time he was only left with like 60 or 70 videos on his channel after that. So it was a massive blow to him. And it's obviously extremely hard for an individual to fight against a company of Toei's size with as much money as they have. They can just toss their legal meat around as much as they want and not feel it. It's not the same for someone like Mark. So they were using their big fucking nuts and their big wallet to bully Mark and keep the videos down.
So this is a mix between YouTube's fault and Toei's fault. YouTube doesn't want to deal with copyright because they don't want to actually get in trouble. So they just basically patch through any copyright claim directly to take the channel down. When a company gets upset at a channel, they just dick slap them. And that's it. Literally, that's it. YouTube just doesn't get in between them and is like, you want to take the video down? You could take the video down. So that's YouTube's policy. Toei Animation is an absolute disaster. Corporations in general, I don't know. I've beefed with so many corporations. Holy crap. I don't like beefing with individuals. I like beefing with corporations. I've come to the conclusion that they all suck. Corporations. They just don't care about people. It's like actually tragic.
So we had a very difficult time until 2 days ago. We got an update to the situation where Mark basically won for the most part against Toei because YouTube stood up for him and fought for him against Toei. And it actually revealed how petty Toei was. I'll give you like a brief overview of the situation, but I highly encourage you to check out Mark's video on it because he obviously goes into more detail. But he revealed that Toei actually violated YouTube's policy because initially Toei wanted to strike Mark's channel 150 times for each instance they believed that he infringed on their copyright.
Insane.
Now, for those that don't know, a strike is the worst thing that can happen to you on YouTube. It's like getting hit over the head with a sledgehammer. Yeah. It's 3 strikes and your channel gets deleted. 150 strikes is what Toei wanted thrown against Mark. That wouldn't have only deleted his channel, that would have sent Mark straight to prison, banished him straight to the fucking Shadow Realm, sent him to hell. That is an absurd amount of strikes that they tried to throw at Mark all at once.
Bro, that's literally like using the Moby Huge 3-foot, 60-pound dildo Okay, anyway, I don't need to get into more detail. You get the idea. It's overdone, okay? It's bad. It's really bad. Like, so I actually, you got to give props to YouTube for not making them strikes and just making them claims. I do got to give props to YouTube on that. However, YouTube's solution is a little iffy, and
they loaded up the cannon and fucking tried to blast him. But YouTube didn't let it happen. They said, no, we're not going to do that because we believe his content is most likely fair use. Like an argument could be made for it, so they initially didn't let Toei do that. So what Toei did is they went behind YouTube's back and used a different set of tools to manually go through and take down 150 videos, copyright block them.
Yup.
So he didn't get strikes, but Toei still got the videos taken down. And this was a complete violation of the YouTube policy. So when Mark finally did get a team at YouTube that wanted to help him and assembled the Avengers at the YouTube HQ, they noticed what Toei did and realized this is not okay, this is a violation. So then YouTube just wiped their ass with Toei's face. Like they full-blown just put their ass in Toei's asshole. They washed the blocks and came to the compromise where YouTube was going to block those 150 videos in Japan only. Which, because Toei was arguing that it's not fair use by Japan law, YouTube said, okay, bet. Blocked in Japan. They're fine everywhere else. So now for the most part, Mark has all those videos back online everywhere except Japan, which...
So here is where we get to the crazy part. So I was wrong. YouTube actually does deserve a pat on the back, okay? If they would have actually let those 150 claims be strikes, like Toei actually wanted, bro, it wouldn't just banish him to the Shadow Realm. It would banish him to the Shadow Realm and then banish the Shadow Realm to the Shadow Realm. Okay, like it would open the butt crack of the underworld and put it in Tartarus. Like it would be some bad shit. There's no coming back from that, baby.
She's not super upset about. And that concludes the Totally Not Mark vs. Toei anime arc.
It doesn't. So here's the thing. YouTube came up with a system called Geoblocking that Totally Not Mark can now block his channel from being viewed in Japan. Okay? This all sounds fine and dandy and wonderful and glorious, right? That's cool. You block it in Japan, they won't care. In Japan, they won't ban your channel. Because, I don't know if you're aware, you may think that, oh, it's an anime channel, so they get a lot of views from Japan. They don't. Back when I was making anime videos, I legitimately got less than 1% of my views from Japan. So Japan does not impact American anime channels in the slightest. They came up with this geo-blocking thing that they could get Mark to block his content for being shown in Japan, so hopefully Toei won't notice, they'll turn a blind eye and leave him alone. Here's where the balls get sticky and smelly, okay? They should make geo-blocking a goddamn part of the website, okay? You should be able to go to YouTube Studio, go to your video analytics, go to your video editing, and you should be able to geo-block your own videos. Unbelievable that doesn't exist. So here's the thing that I've been saying for a long time. I know a lot of anime channels, like Anime Uproar, for example. He makes anime videos all the time. He specifically partnered with an MCN, which takes, I don't know the exact percent, but most MCNs take between 10 and 20% of your revenue. Take 10 or 20% of your revenue, and the MCN can geo-block your videos from Japan. A lot of anime YouTubers have been trying to do that because, well, you don't want to get your channel terminated. You'd rather give away 10% to a leech company, and that's it. The end. It's a feature that can be used and that YouTube should actually be using. Everyone should be able to do it. There's no reason that you have to go through a leech like an MCN in order to get your channel to survive. I'm telling you, it smells like itchy balls in here. It's ridiculous. So I think it's a half dub for YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, it's a half fat L that they could do this, but they don't make geo-blocking an actual option. Which is where we get into an individual by the name of Suede. I don't know this guy from Adam. However, ShowPro, which is a Japanese company, ass-blasted the poor man. It ass-blasted the poor man. This is so sad. This dude's got sued. He got sued straight up. They're like, okay, I don't care about YouTube's policies. I don't care the fact that fair use is legal in your country, but we're Japan, which is backwards when it comes to fair use. We are just going to take dildos and shove them into every orifice of your face. And that is what they did. This man's not geo-blocked, and he got sued big time. This sucks. This really sucks. And I really hope YouTube does something about it. Not that they probably will. And so this can also happen to anyone that ever used any anime clips ever. It just simply sucks. It just simply sucks. Because Japan could just do this to anybody. They're like, oh, did PewDiePie use a 4-second anime clip in his video? Well, we're gonna sue him. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.